Social media has evidently become a large part of our world and is continuously growing. In our society, there are endless amounts of social media networks. According to these statistics, the number of social media users in the world reached 1.9 billion this year and is expected to grow to at least 2.6 billion by the end of 2018. Instagram alone has over 500 million daily users. I believe that social media can be used for many positive reasons, like socializing with friends and family or promoting awareness, but I also believe that social media has a much greater negative than positive effect on girls. Many people fail to consider social media's impact on self-esteem. The big problem is that it's teaching girls from a young age that they are defined solely by their profile pages.
Social media is training the minds of girls that they need to live up to these unrealistic expectations, which is destroying their self-esteem. Our obsession with our virtual reality is detrimental to our mental health. We are holding ourselves up against a filtered standard of ourselves that is not even real. The constant exposure to girls with what society views as perfect bodies has a drastic impact on body image. Studies show 60% of people using social media reported that it has impacted their self-esteem in a negative way. Seeing a girl on Instagram who is only receiving positive feedback, thousands of likes and comments about how perfect she is, makes you want to be just like her. We are brainwashed to perceive these girls as perfect just because they appear to be on an app. Social media platforms are creating this fake world. The problem is that this anxiety and pressure on girls to be perfect doesn't stop when they log off their social media accounts. The stress on girls to be perfect continues to affect them negatively. Social media is creating a trend for girls to find a version of themselves that gets the most positive feedback, or likes. Reading magazines or watching TV shows that make you feel bad about yourself can be avoided, but it's almost impossible to stay off social media networks, considering it's the primary way most young girls communicate. Physical appearance isn't the only part of these idealized online personas. Girls constantly compare their lives to the lives of popular social media users. These people we compare ourselves to are also posting the glamorized version of their lives. It's all about getting the ideal post to broadcast to the world. Social media is essentially based on social approval and success in followers. We live in a world where your follow ratio is important. People will unfollow other accounts in order for them to have more followers compared to how many followers they have. This is what I mean by idealized online personas. Social media can also negatively affect relationships. Being a teenage girl in a world filled with social media, I've experienced and seen a lot of insecurity in relationships correlated to social media networks. In a study on social media's impact on self-esteem, 73% of people reported social media having negative effects on their relationships. Girls are being trained to alter themselves to live up to this so-called perfect image. I watch many of my friends take pictures and immediately transport them to an app where they can edit out their imperfections by covering their blemishes, or whitening their teeth, or even reshaping their bodies. When people post on their social media accounts, they are generally looking for positive reinforcement. But the amount of stress that is created from wanting likes, comments, subscribers, and retweets isn't healthy. I'm not trying to prove that social media is an overall bad thing, because I do believe that there are many positive aspects. But I am convinced that the usage of many social media networks is a large factor in lowering girls' self-esteem,